Okay, so here we go. The first thing I guess I need to do is clip my hair back. And I've got a complete audience here. They have been wondering what I'm doing. Whenever I bring my stuff out, you wouldn't believe, they're amazed. Okay, I've already wet my beauty blender, and I'm going to make sure the BB Sport is shaken up. And it's been so long since I've used this, but I remember doing kind of like a swirl like that. And then, oh, I love the way this stuff smells. It smells like summertime to me. Okay, so what this is going to do is kind of cancel out the redness, and it's kind of like a primer. It has coverage, and it has major waterproof sunscreen. Chanel. She has got to be right up here. And so just get a good amount of this on. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix the Laura Mercier Classic Beige and Rich Vanilla. One is more of a, let me go ahead and show you. Okay, that's Classic Beige, so it's like a neutral tan. And then the Rich Vanilla is, it's more of a golden tone. And so I have found that mixing the two of them is the best. And see how they're kind of like little balls, kind of, they need to be broken up and mixed. So let's see what brush we're going to use. You want a fluffy brush, but yet one that will buff it on. But I don't like a buffing brush like the F whatever or anything like that. Let me go. I think I need to go get one. Hold on. And this brush will be perfect. It is the It Cosmetics. I can't remember the exact name. Seems like it's like a ball brush or something, but it's perfect. So just kind of do like this in there. And this is kind of breaking it up, and it's mixing it so that when you put it on, it will be the coverage and the mix that you want. Okay, so I'm going to start where you want it darkest, which would be, I would want it in my contour area the darkest, and then buff out from there. It's all coming back to me now. So funny how things are like that. And so look at that coverage. That Laura Mercier is amazing. It is the best mineral foundation I've ever tried. And so I bring, once I know I've got most of it off, that's when I start bringing it down my neck just to match and give that coverage and sunscreen. So, and then I'm going to kind of get it, you know, it's out on the sides now, so you got to get it out from the, around the corners, and then kind of break it up again. And then that's putting it in your brush. And I have never, ever, ever had as many compliments on my makeup as I do when I wear Laura Mercier, the Loose Minerals. The pressed is good like over another foundation, but I mean, when I used to wear my Rachel K, which they don't sell anymore, and just a little fun fact is I tried to buy the formula. They were going to, we were like picking out the bottle and everything, and the designs and everything with the Rachel K, but they would not let me buy the old formula. It had to be the new formula, which didn't have any talc in it, which I understand some people don't like talc, but that is what I felt like made it different and made it so oil absorbent and so good for oily skin. And I was scared, you know, no one really liked the new formula like the old formula, so I was just kind of scared. And then it kind of got where I didn't feel like I wanted to invest that much money if I didn't know. But looking back, I might have done it. I was just pretty scared back then. Okay, and let's see. That is so pretty. The only place I might put a little bit more coverage, but you don't really need it, is right in here. But to me, I really like this to have good coverage. I don't know, that's like the yummy area where if you have good coverage, it just kind of makes everything look good. And then, you know, like I said, bring it down your neck. Very good. Oh, I forgot how much I love this stuff. I think this is going to be fun today, using all of my old favorites. And I'm not using anything that's not available anymore. These are just good basics. These are good classic products for me. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to use, and this I could have gone a couple of different ways. I could have gone with the ambient bronzer in light, ambient light. I could have gone with the Laura Mercier Highlight 01, but I thought a good thing would be just my Lorac palette. And this is just a goodie. And I'm going to go in with this brush. It's a Sedona Lace, like an angled brush, and I'm going to start with the lightest contour color and kind of go ahead and use this color to kind of map out where you want to put your bronzer and any more contour. And they only sell this online now. They quit at my Ulta anyway. They quit selling Lorac, but they do sell it online, and I bought a backup. And I am doing the jawline and underneath. Okay, and then sometimes I go in just with this darkest color just on the tip of my brush, just at that very back, and just right here I really want to tighten up the jawline, and then kind of buff it out like that. And then I'm going to go in with the bronzer color and kind of go up a little bit higher on my cheek and just blend it all out like that. And I'll take what's left, and then maybe I'll go with the end of my nose. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now I'm just going to wipe this same brush off here on my paper towel. This color, the light color mixed with this yellow, I'll kind of do like that. And see how much lightening I get right there. And then I'm going to take this whitish, what is it called? Shimmer highlight, and go on the tops of my cheeks. There. And I just checked to make sure this is still available, and Yvette mentioned this in her favorites, and it's the Tarte blush in Paarty, P-A-A-A-R-T-Y. And so I thought we would use this today because I've always loved the Tarte blushes, and so I'm gonna, and it's just a nude. So I'm going to go in and just tap that till I see how much, I wanted to see how much pigment I had. Okay. Now I'm going to run that just on the tops of my cheeks. These blushes just last forever. Like, they just, I don't know, there's something, I guess because of the clay or something, they just stick to your face. The other ones that do that are those new Buxom. Okay, I think that looks so pretty. And now I can see, I can remember using like the Makeup Forever right there. So I am going to, I brought this out here, and it is the It Bye Bye Pores Loose Powder. And, whew, okay, I just put way too much in the lid. But let's see what brush I'm gonna get for that. I'm gonna use this Louise Young brush and just get a little bit in my brush here. You could also use that Fenty powder. But let's do this. Okay, right here too is where you would Fix Plus. If you know what, let's do that just for old time's sake. Hold on, let me go get it. Okay, this is the Fix Plus Rose. It was a little kit that I bought during Christmas. I don't know if it's still available. And it had the rose, the lavender, and another one in it, maybe coconut. And I love the Tatcha because I love the mist is really fine. I love those if you really, like if you're just working with a liquid foundation, but if you're using powder foundations like today, I feel like you need something like this that's really going to, you know, take all those powders and mix them together. And I'm going to use my little handy dandy fan first time and do it. Okay, so let's fix plus. And make sure you get like right there in the middle around your nose and stuff where you don't want it to look cakey. And you're going to get it pretty saturated. And then, this is so neat. I really like standing in front of the heater or using a hair dryer because that heat seems to help too. But gosh, do you guys see how beautiful that is? It's cloudy today, so I had to bring my lights down, so I hope that they're working. Okay, and you can tell when it is dry. I still feel it's a little bit wet on my cheeks. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Bye Bye Pores powder. This is the loose, and we're just going to get those areas that are the shiniest, but leave the glowy sections that we want. With me, it's always these cheeks, and is that it? I think I'm gonna leave the rest glowing. Okay, now if you're wondering when am I going to do concealer, I don't really feel like I'm going to need a lot of concealer because that just covers between, by the time you put all that, so at the end we will kind of reevaluate and then we'll see what we need. Clean out my eyebrows. And let's do the taupe Anastasia brow. And hopefully I have my, I'm loving this Benefit brow brush here that came with that kit. So pretty. Okay, so kind of just brush them. I did try to tweeze them a little bit last night. I'm the worst. Okay, and I'm going to go in this lightest side that you can see I love the most. And I usually start right here and filling in that top and then carrying it down, and then use whatever is left kind of in the body of the brow. And then I'm going to go in again and kind of fill out this front. Do you guys want to see brows every time? I know a lot of people cut that out because it's kind of boring, especially mine, because I don't really have any big brow routine. I don't carve them out or anything. But so let me know down below if you want to leave them in there. I do always use something kind of different though. My favorite lately is that kit that came with this brush. This is my good brow, so I don't have to do much to him. I'm pretty much making the other brow match this one when I do my brows. So I'm going to bring this up like that. Okay. I think that's good enough because once I put my hair down, a lot of this stuff just doesn't matter as much. A lot of my face doesn't show as much. This is just good old clear Anastasia brow gel. If you really want to slick them back, the Benefit works a little bit better, puts more on there. I'm going to go in with Urban Decay Minor Sin for the lid primer. Just a good classic. I love this stuff. It is my favorite one of all of the Urban Decay lid primers. It just gives you kind of a good sheen to your lid, but it still shows the color so pretty. Okay, I used this the other day and I was like, oh, I forgot how much I love this. It is the Tartelette palette Just, I like the Tarte in Bloom too, but this is just the regular Tarte palette. And I am going to start with, where is a good old 217, MAC 217. And I'm going to start with this color, Force of Nature. And I'm not going to do, I don't always do like a color all over the lid to start with. Sometimes I just don't want that, because then it makes the other colors, it might make them go on better, but they're not as true to their color. I kind of go back and forth. I guess it depends on the shadows, but with this, I just go right in with this. So Force of Nature, and I get some on my brush, and this is just going to be, you know, that first color that you just define your crease or your eye, whatever shape you want. And you know, when you get through with this eye look, you won't even really notice this color. This color is just kind of like setting you up for success, because really all you would have to do is use that and you would be fine. And then I'm going to use just a little bit underneath. Color down here at the bottom, which is Wanderer, and go a little bit more just, you know, in the crease. Just kind of to define that a little bit more. And then I like to stop right here and do my eyeliner, because then I kind of go back after that and finish up. Okay, one of my favorite eyeliners for a long, long time, I've gone through a couple of them, many of them actually, is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Liner, this Intense Black. And I didn't like the micro, I like the regular one. So this might be tough right here. I need to get close usually, but I'm gonna just kind of stamp out, make sure I get right down to my lashes. First, that's what I always do. Okay, and then let me pull my mirror up here. What I usually do is really easy. Just lay the pen on the side and then drag it over. If you would rather do like a flick up, you can. Matter of fact, I'll do both. I'll do a flick up on this eye and then I'll lay it down on this eye, just to show you. I like to try to follow. The thing is, my eyes are shaped kind of different. So this one wants to go more out and this one wants to go more up, and I have to just even them out, but that's okay. You can do that. Okay, so I'm going to try to just kind of come up like that, just like I already, and then come across and then fill this in. Like that. And it looks like the end of it is a little wonky. I had already put some piece of my hair. I had already put some makeup remover on the end of these before I started, because I mean, I always use these. Okay, so like that. This one I'll definitely start at the end. I think this and the art liner would probably still be my favorite. I do like that Tarte, the Tartist one is good too. Okay, that is pretty good. I just want to make sure my curve is the same. And I think this one has a little bit more. And then it goes down. Like that. Okay, perfect. And I am going to put, we'll take it out just a little bit more to a point right there and right there, because I'm going to put lashes on, and then I will kind of go back and perfect it. So there you can see, and I'm not going to put anything on the bottom. I'm going to do my old school look with just a little bit of shadow on the bottom. Especially the lashes I'm wearing are my oldest favorites, and they are the self-adhesive 120S. Do you guys remember when I wore nothing but these? And you have to order them, you can't buy them. You have to order them from, I get mine from Madeline, or I think I've gotten them from Amazon too. Okay, I know I have to cut these, but they already have the band with the adhesive, and usually the first time I wear them, I do use the adhesive band. But you have to be real careful when you're taking them out, because you can take them off of the band if you're not careful. So, and I know that I have to cut about 2 little clumps off of them. I'm just going to set them right on, and because I have this liner on, they're gonna, okay, I forgot how well they stick. Okay, and if this happens too many times, don't trust the adhesive. You may have to use your glue, because the sticky stuff will start working. See, it took off my my liner. That's how well it sticks. But I think they're gonna be okay. That, and I think I am going to put these extra ends on. I'll show you how to do that. Try to stick them on top of just the end of the lash here. Like that, and it'll just give you some extra. And now I'm going to take my liner and just go back over the band, because I know on this one I removed a little bit. Like that. And just make sure it's kind of like a smooth line above the band. What I always did was just go back over just a little bit, just the tips with the mascara, because these aren't extremely dramatic. Okay, and for the lower lashes, I'm going to use this Clinique Lower Lash Mascara. It's real good at not running, and what I like about it is I like that I can give my lower lash definition and hit the like tops, like right at the roots, and I don't really carry it down the whole way of the lash. And because this wand is so small, you can do that. Okay, now that I've got that done, now's when I go back in with my eyeshadow and I choose a darker shade to kind of really finish off the crease, and take a smaller, more pointed brush. This is a good one. It is cheap. It was like less than $10. It's Morphe, and it's M506. A little pointed brush like that. And let's see, I am going to go in with Natural Beauty, which is right here in the center. And because you have a smaller brush, it's going to be darker anyway. And I go in from the end of the wing and kind of carry it in like that, just to kind of give it more of a crease. Kind of like a cut crease, I guess. Just more of a defined crease, I would say. And then I like to kind of build it up a little bit out here, just because my eye comes down, and I like to shadow that to kind of carry it back some. But that's just a personal preference how you handle out here. You might want it like more inside your crease. I think different people do different things. And then now, if you want to, you could go in with like a glitter on the lid. If you wanted to make it just a little bit of a darker look, now you would put a darker color on the lid. I'm just going to use maybe, let's just do this pink right here. A little bit right here. Or you didn't have to use anything. But that just kind of gives it a little bit more. Then you could take that same color and just hit the very highest point of your brow. Like that. Okay, so now we are basically finished except for if I need any concealer and the lips. So I am going to definitely put on a little bit of concealer, and I don't know if I want to use concealer or just a highlighter. I think I'm going to do just the Tarte Shape Tape. That's an oldie, kind of oldie, but you know, a good one that most everybody has. So this is my favorite shade. I do like light medium honey, but that's if my foundation is a little bit lighter than it is now. This is my go-to. It's the one I've bought twice, and it's the light medium. And my favorite way to use Tarte Shape Tape is to just put some on my hand like that, and then I like rub it in my hand where it's almost dry, and then I kind of go in like this. And that way you have a lot more control, and you can kind of just work it in how much you want. You can always, like right now I want to add a little bit more on my hand. But this isn't like a real highlighty look. See, you're letting almost put too much. I'm gonna go around my nose. Like that. And if you need to go back in with your blush, you can. And then sometimes I'll go over my lip where it's, you know, just naturally darker around your lip. Like that. And then another thing I like to do is sometimes right at the end, I'll take these lighter colors, maybe a dash of the highlight, and go up under that and go down the jawline. Finish that off. And you could even, I wouldn't do the highlight, I'm just going to do the light colors, the light matte powders. And if you don't want to order that palette, another good one to get is the Kat Von D is real good too. But I like the Lorac has been, out of all the contour palettes that came out there, I think I got every one. My favorite ones were the It contour palette or face palette and this one. Those are the ones that I have purchased twice and, you know, hit pan. Okay, so far so good. That's pretty much my look. Now we're gonna do some lips. And I thought I would do something a little different with my lips because I'm always all over the place. And I got a new collection from Christian Audette, and she is the one that has like a newer lipstick company based out of New York, and it's vegan, cruelty-free. And if you remember, Beauty Professor Rachel partnered with her and did a collection with the 3 different lipsticks, and her lipsticks are kind of like a satiny matte. They're like really, really pigmented, and they're not real matte unless you blot them, but they're really, really, really pigmented. And so I thought I would show you, and I think it was, I've already worn the red one when I went out with my parents for lunch the other day. So I'll probably just put a picture of that one in here. Madam CEO I wore yesterday, and that is the one that, if you're familiar with Cardi B, she wore Madam CEO in her Money video. I'm gonna insert a picture here of me wearing it, and then I'm gonna swatch it for you because it is beautiful. I mean, it is a statement. I love it. It is a, I mean, I can see, matter of fact, it says on their websites that their creators mix warm and cool tones in their lipsticks so that they look good on everyone. You don't have to just be one or the other. But that is Madam CEO. Yay, I found it in my bathroom. I just wore this yesterday, but yesterday I wore it with Lancome Ideal, which you know is my favorite all-time lip liner. But I'm curious today how it will be on its own because it made it darker. Matter of fact, I'm going to swatch it first in case there's any Ideal left on it, but you can see it's just a peachy nude. And it's so pretty. It's very Bridget. but it's not, see, it's a peachy nude, but it's not, you know, it's over the top or too peach. It's not too bright. It's just a beautiful nude. I mean, look at how it like makes your cheeks look so pretty. Oh, I love it. And they say that you can use these for blushes too. Let's try this. I just love this color. It's definitely my favorite one. I never do this, but I saw it on her website. Not on her website, but on her Instagram. And it looked so pretty. Just beautiful. Oh, I don't want to take this off. Okay, this will be the one that I probably put back on. But I wanted to show you all of them. C-Sweet is a kind of like a mid-tone pink. Let's swatch it right beside. So this is more of a blue tone. That is so pretty too. Okay. The color payoff is amazing. Okay. And you really don't even need a lip liner unless you just want one, because the color really is good all the way to the edge. That is beautiful. All the colors are so pretty. C-Sweet. Okay, so the next lightest one is going to be Find Me Online. And it looks like more of a mauve-y. Oh, that's so pretty. Very creamy. That is so pretty too. They're all good. Okay, so that is Find Me Online. Just a real pretty natural kind of mauve-y pink. And then the next, I guess these are getting darker. This one is Where's My Limo? And it's kind of like your, oh, let's see, let's swatch it. Kind of a darker nude. Kind of like Mac Twig, I would say, something like that. And these are a good price too. I think they're $21. So, and they're have a nice, they're just good. Good price point and everything. Oh, so pretty. So this is a good kind of like a 90s, late 90s color. This would look good. I think this would look good on almost everybody, but it would really look good on redheads, I think. And then this last one is You're Fired. And this is kind of like a, it's almost like a red, but it's really like a hot fuchsia pink. Ooh, it's intense. Look at that. I really like the shape of it, the bullet too. It gets right, I mean, it's really nice. Okay, boy, that is a statement. I always have a hard time getting lipstick right inside. I don't want to get it on my teeth. There you go. Gorgeous. Wow. That really does wake up your face. There we go. There's all the swatches. Aren't they pretty? Okay, so that is the look. Using all oldies but goodies and kind of doing my old go-to look. And I even put on my old school, this is the Lorraine necklace. I feel like her necklaces were just made for wrap dresses. I love the way it looks with the neckline. And then I have on a Diane von Furstenberg dress. And I think I'm just gonna wear, I don't know what shoes I'm gonna wear. I don't know if I'm gonna wear, I think I might just wear my boots. Yeah, because I don't wanna wear tights. So I'll go put those on and I'll be right back. So here's the dress. You guys have seen this a bunch. I just took the dry cleaning tags off of it, but it's just a goodie. I love a Diane von Furstenberg dress, and I don't know if I got this one on eBay brand new or the Real, but the Real is a good place to get them a little bit cheaper, and maybe Nordstrom Rack. I don't know, I'll look and put some links down below, but even if you paid full price, they're worth it. And I decided against the boots. It's not that cold, and I just went with my nude Stuart Weitzman pumps. So any nude pump. In the summer, I like to wear this with my slingback, open toe, little Prada shoes. But there's just so many possibilities, like little sandals, nude sandals would look good. And but I love this. And I've already told you about my necklace, and then I've got on just my classic brushed gold hoops. You know this is killing me, but I want to take a picture. And my Hear Me Roar Jenny Bird ring that I love. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again real soon. Bye bye.